Allan Aguirre with your Incorruptible 2-minute warning for Tuesday, whatever day it is. We're in July, end of July. Last week of July. Hey, we're talking about the Word of God is. In 1 Peter 1, 23 through 25. Since you have been born again, we're in the middle of a conversation here. Since you have been born again, not of perishable seed, but of imperishable. Remember incorruptible, corruptible? Yeah. Through the living and abiding Word of God. So let me start over here. Since you have been born again, not of perishable seed, but of imperishable, through the living and abiding Word of God. For, now Peter is citing the Torah here in Isaiah 40, verses 6b and 8. All flesh is like grass, and all its glory like the flower of grass. The grass withers and the flower falls, but the word of the Lord remains forever. And then Peter says right after that, verse 25, and this word that he's referring to in Isaiah is the good news that was preached to you. So that's pretty intense that he's taking a verse from the Torah and then bringing it to the Gospels. Now, regarding the word being active, which we read about yesterday, Jeremiah 23:29 says, is not my word like fire, declares the Lord, and like a hammer that breaks the rock in pieces? Those are action words. Fire, hammer, breaking. Yeah, because the word is active. I just want to go back again. Peter is quoting the Torah, the prophet Isaiah, and then says that the fulfillment of that verse, prophetically, is the good news that was preached to you. That's important. 1 Thessalonians 2:13. And we also thank God constantly for this, that when you received the word of God, which you heard from us, you accepted it not as the word of men, but as what it really is. The word of God, which is at work in you believers. That was like a weird political thumbs up, huh? Like one of these? Yeah, no.
The views and opinions expressed during our broadcasts are solely those of the broadcast producers, hosts, and/or guests, etc., and are not necessarily the views or opinions of the Travelog Network, its sponsors, or affiliates.